Hey guys, welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. It is so great to be back and to have you guys here. I really appreciate you guys joining me. If you don't forget, subscribe and like the stream if you're enjoying it. So let's start with some American Horror Story news because that's the only thing we're going to talk about. Yes. All right. So let's start off with American Horror Story. Top news is that American Horror Story is going to start shooting soon. A lot of people, I think it's being leaked right now that shooting starts June 16th, but I do not think that it does. I think they're just kind of saying that. I bet you $1,000,000 shooting starts in less than 30 days. Let's just be honest here, guys. If they start shooting in June, mid-June, they have till July, August, and then the show premieres in September. They have to have at least maybe like the first 5 to 4 episodes shot and wrapped up and edited within 2.5 months. I'm sure Hollywood works a lot of magic, but if you want your show to be good, I mean, you know what? Actually, maybe this would certainly explain certain shit about the show. I mean, I really, number one, am going to say that they're not going to wait that long to shoot. But if they do, it would certainly explain a lot about the decline of the show. I understand that a lot of people out there have stopped watching since maybe Freak Show or Hotel, or maybe they're just coming back to give it another shot again. So I understand that. But those of us who watch it every single season, we just kind of accept it for who it is. But we understand what your complaints are, okay? So maybe this would explain why people are bitching so much about the show if they are literally giving it 2.5 months to shoot and edit up and even get through the kinks of all the episodes and the writing. Just 2.5 months. I mean, I feel comfortable in my writing, absolutely, but I certainly would never push a book to print. You know, there's so many mistakes that pass through, and it's just not logical. So to me, I honestly don't feel that they are going to be shooting mid-June. Now, if they do, again, maybe that certainly explains a little bit about our beloved show. And perhaps if they started shooting a little bit earlier, maybe people wouldn't bitch about it so much. Just a tip. So now it may be or maybe not subtitled, you know, the season of Radioactive. We hear that American Horror Story filed for the trademark of Radioactive, but don't forget, guys, that they also did the same thing with Cul-de-sac for, I think it was it was either the Cult. I'm pretty positive it was the Roanoke one. During the Roanoke season, when they kept the season a secret, they decided not to obviously reveal anything, but they filed a trademark and they did it for Cul-de-sac. And a lot of people were going crazy about how it was going to be like a suburban theme, but that ended up being for season 7. So I really honestly don't think that this season is going to be titled Radioactive. I honestly just think that it was what Cul-de-sac was filed under, and it's just a subtitle to just kind of get them going for the season. So let me know what you guys think about, number one, when the season is going to shoot, and number two, what the actual subtitle is going to be. So real quickly before I continue with some more of the facts, it's so great to have you, Harry. BRT, it's great to have you here too. Good morning. And of course, we're back with the Unicorn Pug, bitches. Walt Vanderwall, hey, what's going on? Patty Collins, I appreciate you. And she's also saying that she agrees. And I would assume that that's going to be with like the timeline of when they're going to actually shoot the show. What's up, Debbie, Ebby, Babebby? Jonathan Hayden, it's nice to have you. Michelle, my belle. And Michelle is awake. She's here. Nice. Patty Collins says Angela Bassett. And I think Connie, who was in Murder House, are coming back next season. And they're going to come back this season, but they were contracted out. Patty brings up a good point. It is pretty known, guys, that season 9 is going to be the Murder House Coven crossover. So Ryan basically set it so far ahead so all of the actors and actresses can clear their schedules so they can come and they can film. And I'm sure they're also writing it as well. So thank you, BRT. Hashtag Pug Unicorn Life. A girl named Jess, it's great to have you. Debbie, Ebby Babebby, thank you, Debbie. She put a great fact into the comments where she says that Cul-de-sac was the working title for, I guess, season 6. And she says that just like Radioactive is the working title for this season. So Debbie is probably agreeing that Radioactive is not going to be the actual theme, and that is just like something as like a working title. So thank you so much, Debbie. You were awesome. Harry says that it's 12:35 a.m. in Australia. Woo, Harry, hashtag fan dedication. Debbie says, isn't it back to starting in October again this year? Maybe just a rumor. No, darling, it is going to premiere in September. That's another thing that we should move on to with facts for season 8 of American Horror Story. It is going to start September of this year. So a lot of seasons have, unfortunately, season 6 and season 7 started in September. And it seems that they are going to carry through again and have them doing in September again. Now, Ryan said this last year or the year before. I apologize. I just don't have the article in front of me, and I'm not 100% sure when he said this. But he either said this during Cult or Roanoke. Ryan said that he hates the split of the holidays in between the seasons because kind of time goes on and things kind of change and people forget about the storylines. And it's hard to emotionally connect with the characters in the storylines after like 3 to 2 weeks during that time frame of when you have New Year's and the holidays for everybody to celebrate. So he says that he actually prefers to have the season finished and completed and wrapped up before the end of the year, which I do agree with, and is one of the big reasons why I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore. And that's because they unfortunately sold out at the finale during season 6. The same thing happened with that finale when Negan was going to quote unquote kill somebody, but they ended up blacking the screen and not showing anything until the season started back up. That was just completely selling out. It's just so hard to reconnect with the scene, the emotions, the characters. And it's a big break, and it's time for the audience to forget and move on, especially when you have something as heightened as like the summer during, you know, The Walking Dead. And then with American Horror Story, you have something like Christmas, holidays, families, you know, it's a big freaking 2 weeks for parents, especially. There's a lot of crap you got to do for your kids. And you have had time to lose your emotional connection with, like myself, with Hotel. I remember Hotel ended or came back like the last 2 episodes, or maybe 3, came back after the new year. And I was so pissed because we had to wait that long for the next episode. So I think a lot of people feel the same way. You know, you guys let me know what you think about that, of course, in the comments as well. Another fact about season 8 is that it's going to be set in the future. So it's going to be 18 months from today, which will mean October 2019. Now, please, guys, don't misunderstand that by thinking that the season is not going to even start until next year. No, no, no. The season is starting September 2018, but the actual timeline for season 8 starts October 2019. So it's just in the show. So we're all good to go. Ryan Murphy said that this season is going to be heightened and that it's not necessarily as real and grounded as the past season. We're sort of going back to Asylum and Coven, and that's the tone of it. Because I have to say, I did some news videos regarding Ryan's breaking information this April. So if you want to, just check out my videos. It is the most recent video that I have done. But I am really excited when I heard this quote from Ryan because I understand real and grounded of what he's saying in the past season. I'm sorry, I actually knocked over my phone. Roanoke was like sort of like a documentary type. And then, of course, Cult dealt with politics. So they are something that people are used to every day. I understand when he says grounded because it's something that people are in touch with. We are not in touch with asylums and covens at all. That is something very lifted for common folks such as us who work every single day and strive to pay our bills and take care of our kids. So I'm very, very excited to hear that we are going back to the tone of Asylum and Coven, where paranormal and the supernatural were just way extravagant, and we could just kind of let go and have some really great, wild theories. Mind you, I was not doing the reviews for Asylum and Coven as of the time when they aired, but I started with Hotel. I did start watching American Horror Story, though, whenever Coven premiered. Oh, sorry. The neighbor kid is playing outside and Cookie keeps barking at him. Anyway. Cookie, stop it! Of course. I apologize. I lost my train of thought. So let's just wrap up and say that, Cookie, shush, baby. Come here, Cooks. Come here, Cook. I took him for a walk, for a run, and everything this morning. Cooks, come here, baby. So he would be calmed down for the live stream. I'm so sorry. Come here, babe. Come here, baby. Okay, calm down. So I'm very excited to be getting back to that aspect of American Horror Story. I'm ready for it. I'm glad we had the real life seasons such as season 6 and 7, but I'm ready to go back to the insanity of season 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So absolutely. Kathy Bates is going to be back this season, guys. Woo! Let's get on the whoop whoop train because I love Kathy Bates. She's one of my absolute favorite actresses. She reminds me a lot of my mother, which should explain to you why I think that she is so fantastic. But she is absolutely returning. She wasn't in Cult because she did the show Disjointed, but I guess that show only did 1 season. To be honest with you, I have not had a chance to binge watch it on Netflix. I mean, for goodness sakes, I just finally had a chance to binge watch one of the newest seasons of Orange is the New Black, and I think that premiered like 2 years ago. Anyway, but Ryan Murphy has confirmed that she is going to be back this season, and she'll be one of the leads like Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson. Another one that's back is Cheyenne Jackson, hallelujah. Adina Porter, double hallelujah. Billy Eichner, wow, I'm really excited to see him again. And Leslie Grossman, yeah, they're all going to be back, guys. I'm very excited. And one of the newest additions to the cast is Joan, say it with me, Collins. Now, I understand that the younger generation does not have a connection to Joan Collins, but unless your parents educated you in movies or you educated yourself or somebody educated you, then you're going to be very appreciative of the HBIC that is going to join the cast. I'm very excited. She's going to be Evan Peters' grandmother. Now, Evan Peters is going to play a hairstylist, but like a comedic hairstylist. So I would assume maybe he's just somebody who's been fed up with his life and uses comedy to kind of escape his life. So maybe Joan Collins will be overbearing and very protective, because we do see that Ryan's past relationships with mother and son, relationships that he portrays on the show, they're very unusual. They're very disgusting sometimes. Excuse me. And they're very overly attentive, which is a very nice way of saying obsessed. So real quickly, it's 10:15, so I want to take a couple of comments before I move on with some more news. And also, guys, don't forget you can join us, Freaks of AHS, on Facebook. Link is in the description. That's where I get most, that's one of my groups, but that's where we get all of our up-to-date information, and also at AHS Leaks on Twitter. At AHS Leak. But they're that's what their name is, but they go under AHS Leaks. They're great on Instagram, Twitter, They have a really great account and they leak everything before a lot of people do. So I always do keep a close eye on their account. And as a matter of fact, it's so crazy. I was telling my husband this when AHS leak came out, I believe that was in the summer of Roanoke is when they came out. And so they asked me if I wanted to be part of their group on Twitter. And I was just so overwhelmed at that time that I really wanted to be part of their Twitter account and post and do all that stuff and be with them and get the information, of course. But I just did not have time and I didn't want to let somebody down. So I told them I didn't have the time. And they've broken so much news. I mean, seriously, like they literally sprung up the summer of like 2016 and they have exploded big time, like Kenny's explosive diarrhea from South Park. I mean, it's just insane. They are so big and I'm so happy for them. They are just so sweet. Sometimes they'll still like pop me with some information or like tag me a couple of times. So they are just so sweet. So please check out AHS Leak. They are phenomenal. I love them so much. I mean, it's also too really great whenever the people behind the account are so awesome because you just want to promote those really awesome people, you know? So join Freaks of AHS on Facebook. I'm also on Facebook, MaryGirl Moody. I think there's a link to that as well. And then, of course, guys, don't forget, I do have a Patreon account. Of course, any penny that is donated to the account, it goes to pay for the prizes that I give away and goes to update the channel. I'm sorry, I just had a mind fart there just for a moment. It goes to improve the channel. I apologize. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody for your support. And don't worry, guys, if you can't even donate to the Patreon, don't worry about that. Just give it a thumb up and a subscribe and a positive note, and that's just as phenomenal. I just really appreciate all of you guys and, of course, your support. And don't forget to thumb up the stream if you are enjoying it. Okay, let's see. Jonathan Hayden wants Lily Rab back. I completely agree, Jonathan. Maybe we'll get her back. Now, she had a baby last year. So her baby should probably be about 1. I think Lily has done some shows, and I think she's actually headlining. She's actually getting her own show. Darn it, I wish I could remember exactly what that show was called, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I do believe that she is getting her own show, Jonathan. So absolutely great for her. Michelle Mybell says, I can't wait for AHS. Sad it isn't coming back sooner. I agree. Zachary Taylor, what's up? Nice to see you. Let's see. Crazy Short Shooting, says Debbie Ebby Babebby. Haley Twist says, hey, love, how are you doing today? Haley Twist, it's so great to have you. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. Let's see. Michelle thinks that they should do the show September to November and then March to May. That would be pretty badass. Or they could do like how Ash versus Evil Dead did. Ash versus Evil Dead normally starts in October, but instead they just pushed season 3 and they started it in February. So we still have 2 episodes left, but it's going to go into May. So I think February to May would be fantastic. That would be a great schedule for American Horror Story. Ryan Murphy said that he wanted to do a secret spring season. A lot of people still want this to happen, including myself, but I just don't see how they can get away with that secretly. Roanoke was leaked. Unfortunately, Hotel was leaked. I mean, a lot. It's very hard to keep a secret in Hollywood. So I do not expect them to fulfill the secret season or the secret spring season, but I would love that. Michelle Mybell says, I loved Hotel. I binged watched on my cell phone. Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree. And then, guys, of course, don't forget, if you want to donate to the channel in terms of super chats, you are very welcome to. I know it's been a long time since we've done super chats, but if you want to do that, that's cool. Just whatever works for you. Michelle Mybell says that Coven was her favorite. Yeah, Hotel was absolutely my favorite. So, let's see. Simply Diddy Divine says, OMG, I finally caught this live. Mind you, it's like 1 a.m. here. Hashtag worth it. Hashtag fan devotion, Simply Diddy Divine. You are awesome for being here. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. Patty says the dog upstairs here won't quit barking. I am so sorry. Patty, if it's my dog, because my little guy is just, yeah, he misses the kids and he gets sometimes a lot of anxiety when they're away. So my daughter and I take him out on a lot of walks and we try to kind of like get him to just relax. We try to like treat him like a king because he just gets so upset whenever the kids leave to go to school. He hates it. He hates it so badly. Michelle Mybell says that she never got into The Walking Dead. I watched the YouTube reviews, but not the show. I tried to watch Fear, but just couldn't stick with it. Yeah, you know, Fear is actually, in my opinion, much better now than The Walking Dead. So I'm really looking forward to this season of Fear the Walking Dead of season 4. I've been watching it since the first season, and I'm enjoying it. So, but I do agree, I do understand, Michelle, why you could not get into it. Absolutely. It certainly is not for everybody. Debbie, Ebby Babebby says this season is supposed to have similar comedic feel like Coven did. Cannot wait for Evan's sassy hairdresser and his fabulous bitchy grandma, Joan Collins. Absolutely. Debbie also says yay for Billy. Patty says, I would love to see Linda Evans on an AHS episode with Joan Collins. No relation. Ha ha ha. What's up, Straubendal for Ep? I always want to say Strawberry Blonde Doll Ep. So sorry. Yeah. I'm just going to say Strawberry for Ep. Okay. So what's up? I'm so glad you're here. BRT says, I wonder if we should expect an everybody dies outcome like some seasons bring. I know Roanoke kind of went that way. That would be pretty cool. I kind of like the everybody dies in the episode. I thought, I think that's pretty cool. So I could be wrong, but you guys let me know if you like that. Michelle Mybell says, Dynasty. Oh, I miss nighttime soaps. I think Falcon Crest and Dallas were my favorites. See, Michelle, my parents watched, my mom watched like Knots Landing and Dallas. I know she definitely watched Dallas because she got me into Dallas. But BRT, they actually did make a Dallas to Today's Generation, but they stopped it. I think it had Jesse Metcalf in it from the Desperate Housewives shows. So, yeah, Dallas, absolutely. For when I was a small kid, that. Debbie says, remember when Who Shot JR was a song? LOL. Yeah. Who Shot JR? Absolutely. MBE. Huge shout out to you, darling. High Apple Pie in the Sky says or asks Mary, shout out to you, High Apple Pie in the Sky. They ask Mary, what current book are you working on? Oh yeah, I'm working on Beautiful Blonde, but I'm really stuck on it right now because there's some information that I'm deeming is maybe too private to release in the book. So I'm kind of stuck on that one right now. And I'm just hesitant on it. So I think I might go on ahead and publish my book of shorts. So I have I think there's like 15 shorts and put them into into a novel form. So some of them are like very short. They're just like half a page or 1 page, but then some of them are like 40 pages. So I put so much work into it and I am so excited. I really think I might just put that one out. But it doesn't feel right to put that one out until it seems like a scary time of the season. So maybe like until October. But the last time I put out a book was last Halloween. It seems weird waiting for another year. Seems like I should be putting out another one now, It's weird. So it's so weird. BRT, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat. You are hashtag amazeballs. BRT also says, I've only seen Hotel about 26 times, hashtag slacker and hashtag fan devotion. I know, right? I put in Hotel like on every Friday when I have nothing to watch or there's nothing on cable and I'm just like, I don't know. There's so many movie choices. You just can't pick something. I always grab Hotel and stick it into the computer so that way I can watch it. I absolutely love it. Oh, guys, and then don't forget also the end of the month, we are doing the live stream about the conspiracy theories. So I forgot to publish them this. I'll probably make the video today. I will make a video in regards to the conspiracy theory live stream that we're going to do, how you can submit your conspiracy theory and we can talk about it and review it on that live stream. It is going to be a 2-hour live stream, but there's going to be so many conspiracies and there's going to be so many aspects that we're going to need to go over that it's going to go by so quickly. So I'm going to have sort of like a schedule and a flow to that. So in order to get your conspiracy theory and your viewpoint onto that flow, I'm going to make a video. And I apologize. I've just totally forgotten about it this week. The sun came out in Texas and the warmth and my kids and my dog, we have been outside literally for the past like 4 days. So, and plus I've noticed too in these live streams that I have my makeup line at my neck because I'm just so pasty. So it's definitely time to go out there and get some of that beautiful Texas sun. So absolutely. Oh my God, things are going so crazy. High Apple Pie says, I do not agree with keeping Negan alive. I'm on Maggie's side. Rick is a hot piece of ass, but I'm on Maggie's side. High Apple Pie. High five. I agree. I wouldn't have kept him alive either. They should have just ended the storyline after they spent 2 seasons on it in the first place. And I was just curious about one thing. It was the season finale, so I do like a YouTube called Predator. It sounds like Skeletor, but it's called Predator. I'll put a link to him in the description. I hope I can remember that. But he's one of my favorite YouTubers that talks about The Walking Dead aside from Trev's Chan too. Trev's Chan talks really well about The Walking Dead, but Trev is very much in favor of The Walking Dead and their storylines. And he's kind of like me when it comes to American Horror Story. So it's when The Walking Dead kind of sucks, you need somebody to tell you the truth. So I do love this YouTuber. Yeah, Predator. So let me see if it will even show into this right there. That's West Side Live. There we go. So that's him. I love this guy's episodes of The Walking Dead. Now this is for Fear, obviously, but I love his Walking Dead reviews because they're just so honest. And him and I seem to have the same exact opinion now since The Walking Dead sucks. And I'm sorry, Tammy, if you see this, I love you, not The Walking Dead. And he's just one of the great YouTubers that gives his opinion. He's short, sweet, and to the point, and he makes great videos. So if you guys want to just watch the reviews instead of the show, check out him. He's fantastic. Definitely watch his reviews. I love his stuff. He's just, like I said, so honest. So Michelle Mybell says she thinks that she would like Fear the Walking Dead, but it comes on when she's at work. I know, right? It's not like you can stick an earbud in your ear and just have the show play. So absolutely. All right, so let me get back. What's up, Thomas Perry? It's great to have you. Let's see. The conspiracy theory stream will be a lot of fun, says BRT. I know. I am so looking forward to that. Let's see. Killian just got home from school. Killian, it's great to have you. It's weird though. You obviously just got home pretty. Oh well, it's 10:30 here in Texas, but obviously you're somewhere different. Strawberry Blonde Doll says you can just say doll if you want to. LOL. Okay, I promise I will. Oh guys, I apologize. It looks like that the stream just kind of buffer there for a moment. So if you're having any problems, just go on ahead and refresh the stream. It's very cloudy. It's very crazy in Texas right now. I was really hoping that we would finally get some more sunlight, but there isn't any. It's just dark and annoying outside. It's dark and annoying when you have kids. So, all right, so let me move back to the American Horror Story news. We'll briefly run right back over it real quick for anybody who just joined us. And if you did just join us, guys, don't forget to thumb up the stream, subscribe, because we're going back to these every damn Wednesday. We need them. I need you. I mean, honestly, yeah, I need you guys way more than you need me. But I really miss doing the streams. They're part of one of my favorite parts in life. And I just miss them. And who cares if there's nothing to report about? Let's get together and let's find out what the fuck is going on in each other's lives. So, okay, so the Coven Murder House crossover season is going to be season 9. It is not going to be this season. But then again, don't forget that Connie Britton and Angela Bassett are working on 911 with Ryan Murphy. So, you know, they're obviously, I'm sure he's going to clear their schedule so that way that they can join. Don't forget, guys, Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters are going to be back. So is Cheyenne Jackson, Adina Porter, Billy Eichner, Leslie Grossman, and a new newcomer is Joan motherfucking Collins. I am so excited. I wonder if Adina and Joan will have scenes together. I'm really looking forward to seeing those two together because Adina, to me, belongs in the Kathy Bates category of actresses, in my opinion. She's a very brilliant, powerful actress. Not saying that Billy and Leslie and like Evan and Sarah aren't or anything like that, or Cheyenne. But I'm just saying that Adina is fucking amazeballs. And I'm so excited to see her beside Joan Collins, to see their chemistry on screen and how they react with each other and how their chemistry bounces off each other. Just like I loved seeing Aisha Hines with Angela Bassett on 911. I mean, for me, guys, their scenes stole the entire show. I loved them together. Their chemistry and the way that they would speak to one another. I mean, it just seemed like those two were made for each other, like as friends and as actresses and as coworkers. It just seems like Ash and Pablo, you know, like they're a perfect combo on the screen. And when they're together, things just snap into perfection. So that's what I'm expecting with Adina and Joan. And I'm really hoping to see that this season. I think the biggest disappointment I'm going to personally feel is if I don't see them together in a scene, at least a good scene. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. And then also coming back is our beautiful woman, Kathy Bates. I'm really excited to see her back. I don't know about Disjointed, guys. I never got a chance to see that on Netflix. It seemed like it was split with you guys on whether or not it was an actual good show or not. Apologize. The stupid pollen here in Texas has really gotten to me. But I'm just glad that Kathy's coming back to American Horror Story because Disjointed was the reason why she wasn't there for Cult. So I'm really happy to have her back, even if the reason might be that she's not going to do Disjointed again. So, okay. Another thing is that this season is going to start September 2018, but the actual season 8 is going to, the timeline inside the show is going to be October 2019. So we know that the show is going to be set for 2019, which isn't too far away from now, and that it's going to be more like Asylum and Coven. So I'm really loving these details that Ryan is giving us. I literally feel like a junkie who is just waiting for their fix, and Ryan is just like my dealer, and he's slowly handing out candy so I can have my fix, you know? Let's see. The season may or may not be radioactive. Again, and I think it's pretty much a consensus now. A lot of people believe that it is not going to be subtitled radioactive. That's not going to necessarily be like the theme. But Ryan did say this April, though, that he is not going to keep the theme a secret. So I do expect him to reveal it sort of like how he did last year with Cult. He's just going to say, hey, stay tuned for this day. And, I'll reveal the theme that day. And I remember we did a live stream that day of Ryan revealing the theme, and it broke my live stream connection literally because of how heavy loaded the stream was. So I am really excited to get season 8's theme. I really hope that they do it that way again, or some big hoopla where Ryan comes up on Twitter and updates every social media for himself and American Horror Story and says, on this date, we're going to announce the theme. Because it gets the fans ready and hyped up. It gives us a date to look forward to, almost like an engagement party before the wedding, and I'm really looking forward to how they do announce the theme, because again, Ryan has said that they're not going to keep it a secret like they did season 6. So really excited about that. And don't forget to follow AHS Leak on Twitter. They are fantabuloso. And if you want to come join us, Freaks of AHS on Facebook. And also shooting for the show starts mid-June. But again, I think that's a lie. I think they're going to start next month. So let's go back to the comments, because I am probably going to go on ahead and start wrapping it up here in just a little bit. Let's see, what do I think about Lady Gaga and American Horror Story, asks Harry. I would love Gaga to come back. I really want her to come back. I want Jessica Lange to come back. There's a lot of people who were on American Horror Story that I want them to come back. Thaisa Farmiga, I want her to come back so much. It's just also Thomas Cromwell, the guy who played Dr. Arden. I want Zachary Quinto to come back. I mean, Lily Rabb. There's so many fantastic high priority actors that have been on this show, and there's so many low priority that have been on there that have just shined, and I love that. Like Sarah Paulson, I really didn't know her too much until she started American Horror Story and she started headlining. Then when I saw her in Asylum, she just blew me away. And then in Coven, I just fell even more in love with her. And then in Freak Show, I was like, eh. But then as Sally, I felt like she stitched our souls together, Sarah Paulson and I, when she played Sally in Hotel. And yeah, absolutely. I feel like she's literally stitched our souls together when I saw that episode. Not saying I would have done that, but that scene was really gross, and I just loved it so much. I love Sarah so much. So yeah, I would love for a lot of actors and actresses to come back. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that all of our queens come back. Michelle Maybell says, I used to watch AHS like that with Cocoa and Popcorn. Funny, I watched Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz the same way. Michelle Maybell, same way. The Wizard of Oz is my all-time absolute 100% favorite movie, and I love Gone with the Wind. I watch it every Thanksgiving and Christmas because there's nothing else. You don't want to watch anything else except that. It's so long and spectacular that it's the best time to just chill out with it. And Gone with the Wind, you just can't put it on the background. You got to actually watch it. Now I think I'm going to go watch it right after this live stream. Thanks a lot, Michelle. Strawberry Doll says, I honestly can't wait for season 8. I know. And same with season 9, she says. Let's see. Patty says, gotta run. Thanks for the live feed. Thank you, Patty. I'll be back next Wednesday. And I am working on something for my patrons. I did a special Friday the 13th live stream for them last Friday. A couple of people were able to watch, but every time I put out the stream or the link, nobody can watch it. So I obviously did something wrong. So I'm going to have to probably public that and then try to find out where I went wrong with that, because I'm trying to go back to doing certain patron-only live streams. But something has happened. Either Patreon has updated or YouTube has, and I'm like missing something in order to make the two speak to each other. So I do promise you guys I'm working on that. And my patrons also can let me know just what they want. Do they want like special videos? Do they want live streams? I mean, just so I do everything for my patrons, and I just love you guys so much. So thank you so much. Walt Vanderwall says, "Did you see my message to you about Dylan McDermott?" No, I didn't. Where did you send it, Walt? Did you send it to like Twitter, YouTube, Insta? Just let me know, and I promise you I will go check my messages today. Let's see. Oh, Strawberry Doll says, I saw a post that Jessica is coming back, but it was posted on April 1st. So yes, it was an April Fool's prank by Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy made up a different Ryan Murphy account, or somebody made up a secondary Ryan Murphy account. So it would look exactly like his with the same handle, the same check, everything. And then he posted that Jessica's coming back. Everybody went crazy. And then we all realized that once you click on the link for that sort of Ryan Murphy, he only has like 30 followers and he follows a whole bunch of people. When yet the real Ryan Murphy has millions of followers and he doesn't follow anybody for shit. So that one got me too. I really thought that one was true. But after a little bit of investigating, well, after a lot of investigating, I found out it was not. So absolutely. Oh, Watt says he sent it Insta. Let me check. Yes, I did. I sure did. I did report on this, guys. Watt sent me a message letting me know that, let's see, there we go, that Dylan McDermott did tweet that he was going to be on American Horror Story in the near future. So I am so happy. So I really shout out to you, Walt Vanderwall. Shout out to all of you guys. So many of you guys send me messages all the time about news that comes up, and I'm just very appreciative to all of you. And don't forget, if you include me in the news, or if you see something, tag me or snapshot it and send it to me, and I will make sure that you get the credit for tagging me for it. So I'm just very grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So let's see. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and close this down because now I want some chocolate milk, some donuts, and some Gone with the Wind. I also got some popcorn downstairs, so nothing sounds better than popcorn and Gone with the Wind and some chocolate milk. So GMO free, of course, of course. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate all of you for being here. If you would like a shout out, please write shout out in the comments and I will give that to you. So again, guys, we went through all of the American Horror Story news. Ryan Murphy is just ready to blow the lid off of season 8 for us. And I am so excited when he blows to catch that wonderful news. Again, don't forget to tag me if you see anything online. Snapshot it, or excuse me, screenshot it with your phone. You can send me a message via Instagram and Twitter, also via Facebook. A link to my Facebook is in there. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for tagging me. I am so glad again to be starting these weekly Wednesday live streams. Y'all are all so awesome. And yeah, it is at the end of the year too. So my kids had to have STAR tests. Excuse me. We get Callie's results on Friday, which I'm very excited to get for her. I hope she's finally done with it. Then my other son has the stars, and it's just so insane how things have been going over here. And I'm so happy to be back into my regular weekly Wednesday live streams. And then don't forget, guys, if Ryan does bring out the theme as usual, whenever we get it, I'm going to go live. So make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification, so that way whenever he does release that information, you'll be notified whenever I go live. And I do promise again, guys, everything is going pretty smooth right now. I just have one birthday in May, and that is my son at the end of May. And I am expecting for Ryan to release information, because Ryan has released information on my wedding anniversary, my husband's birthday, my daughter's birthday, both of them, my son's birthday, my parents' surgical day. I mean, it just seems like Ryan knows everything that happens in my life, those dates. And only on those dates will he announce news. I swear, I need to finish up the video on that one. This is my Valley girl, one of the recent birthday girls. So thank you all again so much for watching. Big shout out to Strawberry Doll, Debbie, Ebby Babebby, Michelle, My Belle, BRT. BRT, you are so awesome for moderating the streams. You are awesome. And Debbie, her B-day is next month. Oh, badass, Debbie. My son's birthday is the next day after. Shout out to Michelle, My Belle, and to everybody. Thank you all so much again for being here, and for your likes, and for subscribing, and for your love. And thank you all again. We'll see you next time, Valley and I, next Wednesday, and have a great rest of your week. Say bye.
Bye.